Hi, this is Tech Greens by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that our showtimes and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at techgreensbyandre.com. Of course, that's where we sell all of our wonderful things. And of course, there's people pretending to be me out there on the internet. So if you're ever in doubt, always check with the website. Okay, with that said, let's get things started for today. Today's show is, the beginning anyways, as we're waiting for more and more people to get on, is about the paradigm shift that we're going through right now. If you're paying close attention, everywhere you look, we're going through a huge shift, not only political, but economically and personally. Okay, so all those things kind of go together. We're seeing more and more countries move to a different type of politics as we're moving along, and this is going to be something that's going to be moving very, very quickly as we move into the new year. So let's look at what's happening out there in the world as we're going through this shift. It is the Great Awakening, and people are starting to wake up to many of the things that are not correct. And people are finding out more and more that what we're being told is not the truth. Okay? And now people are looking for different sources for information on what's actually going on out there. So let's throw some cards down. You see that in the camera. There we go. Seems that we're going to be going through a whole huge scenario. The health of this particular situation is very, very good. It's like I've said in the past, it's not going to be easy or fun for this shift, because you have to drag a whole lot of people that are resistant to change and different thinking along the way. So it's going to be a while until people click in and fully integrate many of the new changes of this paradigm shift that we're going through. So we're there for the people that already know what's up to help them out as best as we can, because it's going to be a bitter pill for many out there to swallow. So we're going to be about another 2 to 3 years of getting these people integrated into the new paradigm shift and moving forward and getting a better society overall, getting away from the elites that have been doing a whole lot of damage all through time. You just go back in history and it's just filled with stories and instances of the elites doing nasty things to the regular public. Now that people are starting to wake up to this fact, we're going to have to look for new and better ways of moving forward with that particular situation for the mass amount of people that are out there. Financially, we're going to be going into the new system, as we've been talking about for quite some time on this channel. And that one will be the new financial system based off of cryptocurrencies. And I'm hoping that you're into the cryptocurrencies in some way, because that is where everything is going to be shifting to. Religious communities are going to be changing in a big way for the better, not what was back from history, and being more rounded. Okay, so I'm thinking in the next 3 years we're going to have a lot of brand new people getting into this particular space and looking at different alternatives to what they've been taught since they were born, right? You go through the initiation system, high school and all that, which kind of taught us what to do, what to say. Of course, for me, that didn't hold. I'm one of those oddballs that knew right off the bat that it wasn't correct, and started searching my own. And I'm hoping that a lot of people watching today you had that realization back in the day that things aren't right, and looking for alternative ways of thinking and being and all that sort of thing. And this is our time moving forward to start that new society. And that's what the Great Awakening is partly about. Okay, so next 3 years, we're going to see a huge influx of brand new people on our side. Okay, let's get into the next thing as we're waiting for more people to ask questions on the board. Somebody in the my YouTube comment section was asking about Quant. How is Quant going to be doing in the next little while? I do think it's going to be doing okay overall. I'm picking up from the universe and all that wonderful stuff. It's okay. It's not Bitcoin or anything, but it's going to have its place under the sun with many of the other cryptocurrencies that are going to be surviving into the next new stage of things. So let's look at Quant for the next year or so. So it seems that Quant is going to have a whole lot of things happening to it. It's not going to be one of the more biggest ones out there, pretty much. But it's going to be out there. You're going to be making a little bit of money as we're going through the bull run in the next couple months. And you'll, like many of the other cryptocurrencies, you're going to be making some money with it as well. We're coming to an end cycle with whatever happening with the price, where a lot of hard work and all that sort of thing has been going to Quant behind the scenes and all that sort of thing. And I think that price is going to start to climb a little bit and just run with the rest of the crowd, with all the wonderful speed going on within the market. Of course, there is going to be a moment in time with Quant where the programmers and all that are going to be kind of dropping the ball on some things. And so maybe not having the biggest return that you were expecting in a particular amount of money that you put in. But you will be making some money, just not tremendous amounts of money like everybody was hoping to have. Okay, let's get into the next one. Hopefully we get some more questions on the chat. What do we got next? Somebody in the Discord channel, if you're not part of our Discord channel, make sure you join up. It's on our website at secreadsbyandre.com. Somebody was asking about Biden, and they're stating that Biden is the third, guy, the Antichrist. If you read the description of who the Antichrist is supposed to be, he's supposed to be a well-liked person. Biden is not that. Okay? And he's supposed to be suave and debonair and all this wonderful stuff, and ladies would swoon when he walked into the room. Biden is not that either. So, but let's have a look at what Biden is in truth. Okay? And of course, I think I was reading Nostradamus, and the third Antichrist is supposed to be a gentleman by the acronym Muad'Dib. So Muad'Dib would be in his name in some form. So that's not Biden either. So let's have a look. What is Biden? How does he connect to everything? He is connected to the old system, the evil people behind the scenes that are actually running things. Biden's not actually running things. It's the people that are behind him and all that sort of thing. Moving forward, he's tied to things that do not work for him or for society or anything like that. That's probably why he's not going to do so well in the next election, because everybody knows that he's part of this evil stuff behind the scenes. And people, like I said in the beginning of the show, are starting to realize that something is not right. And this is the most indoctrinated people on the planet are starting to figure out that it's not right, and we have other choices in life. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have much government at all. Okay, doesn't matter where you're from. Financially, I think he's going to be driving the Western civilization to almost nothing. But there is a bright space with cryptocurrencies, gold and silver, and many of the other financial systems that are coming out, like the BRICS, where I think a lot of countries are going to be jumping onto to save our skins. And his health is pretty much in decline. It doesn't take a genius to see this. And I think he's not going to be lasting much longer, unfortunately. I'm not saying he's going to be passing away, but his health will be so bad that he won't be able to function in any capacity much longer. So that's going to be within the next year or so. Yeah, you're going to be starting to see that his decline is... There'd be no question of it. And he wouldn't be able to move on with his position in any major way. Okay, let's get into the next thing, which I think is the chat. Oh. Hello. So we're asking, hi, when SEC and Ripple will end? That's going to be another 2-3 years. I think there's some talk of that almost ending, but the final time that we're going to be starting to see anything along those lines is going to be about 2 to 3 years from today. And that's going to be continuing on. That is the old system, trying to hold on to that system and keep it alive. Okay? Even though the old system's sinking like a Titanic, as somebody had said, you're on the fanciest cabin on the ship, but unfortunately it's the Titanic, and everybody's going to be going down with that ship. Not everybody, but they will, because that's how they made their money and all that sort of thing. And they want to continue with that wealth. And this is why we have the SEC going against Ripple. They're catering to those elites that made all their money with the old system. But that old system is dying. So we're going to see a huge shakeup within the old established system, where a lot of these rich people are going to go, and they're going to be almost broke and almost destitute as we move forward into the cryptocurrencies moving forward. A lot of them are going to be changing their money into cryptocurrencies. You're going to start to see a lot more of the elites moving their money into Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing moving forward, even though all this nonsense with the SEC and all that sort of thing is going on. Okay, so another 3 years, but I think they're going to be overcoming that in a big way in the next 2 weeks. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. In which month in the year next year is the best to sell or take profit from PEPE coin? I think we're going to have another year and a bit where PEPE coin is going to be beneficial to anybody. Yeah, remember, it's only a meme coin. It's not meant to be forever. Okay. And I think it's going to be in the next 2 to 3 months that we're going to start to take some profits from PEPE. And then you're going to take your money and you're going to wait for it to go down. And then everybody's going to throw back in about 2 to 3 days after that fact. So, and you can ride back up. So that's going to be a thing for the next year. Up and down. So you can take profits, wait, put it back in when it comes down. That whole scenario. And that will be true of many of the meme coins that are out there in the next little while. So be ready with it. It's one of those things you have to be really right on top of. By the time I say it, it's probably too late for you. Okay, but just be right on top of that particular situation. Have that laptop and carry that laptop around just in case it happens, or on your phone or whatever. But it's going to do this for the next while. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And you can make some pretty good profit. Hopefully you're putting some of that profit into Bitcoin. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Will the stock market to start falling 1 to 2 months after the Fed starts to lower interest rates? They're not going to be lowering interest rates for at least another year. Okay? It's a repeat of the great collapse back in 1920s, 30s. Okay, it ran hot for a long period of time. Okay, and they're just because it was overheated. You have to remember the stock market is only way up because of all the money printing that the Federal Reserve and all that has been doing to keep it alive, because you have to keep that old system alive for the elites. That is going to be coming to an end very soon in a big way, probably in the next year or shorter. You have to remember the stock market and the what's it called? The economy are two separate things. Okay? The economy is going to crash, but the stock market is going to be going up like crazy because of greed. But that only lasts for so long. Okay? So be ready for that. I think it's going to be in the next month or two that we're going to start to see huge changes and collapses of that system. And then we're going to be going into our new system. Okay? Thank you for that question. How can we cheer up the crypto? It's a bit down. It's happy time for everybody. Everybody should be happy. Happy. Because everything's on sale. We already know that it's going to win. We already know it's going to get to the finish line. Everybody, because you don't have full confidence in cryptocurrencies. This is why a lot of people, I have full confidence in the cryptocurrency market. Okay? When you get that confidence and you understand how cryptocurrencies work and all the information behind cryptocurrencies and do your research and all that wonderful stuff, then there's no, you could be like the Michael Saylors. You know it's going to win. Okay? There's no wishing it's going to be the winning. There's no, oh, I have this concept that it's just going to win. Okay? And we're given the great gift of a sale. Everything came down. Oh, no. Well, put some more money in. Not financial advice, of course, but this is how you start to think. We were at that cryptocurrency meeting on Thursday, and they're all like, yes, the market is down. Gonna buy some more. Because that's the mentality that you have to get into. You have to switch your thinking around. Everybody does it the opposite way, right? When the market is up high, then everybody buys, and then they lose all their, well, they don't lose unless you sell. But you should be buying when it's dragging through the mud. That's the secret. You do the opposite of what you normally would think. So when everything's dragging through the mud, that's when me and the wife look at each other. Let's buy some more Bitcoin. And she may go, no, not today. Or, yes, let's go. And that's when you buy. When it's dragging through the mud and everybody's like, ah.
When the wife tells you to.
When the wife tells me, because she knows the game. It's dragging through the mud today. Let's buy some Bitcoin or some Litecoin. or some Ethereum, right? That's how it's played. That's how you play the game. And when it goes up, 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 that's when you stop. Okay? It's just the normal progression of cryptocurrencies. So we all should be happy that it's down. Yeah. Get some money, throw it in. Doesn't matter, $5, $10. But you do what you want to do. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Some are talking about BTC on 55K before the low is in USD, right? Yeah, close. But if it does get to that 55K, yeah, just what I just said. This is the time to buy this when you put your hands together. Yes, gonna buy some crypto because it's nice and low. You're looking for a sale, right? So, question is gonna get the 55K before the low. I don't think it's going to be getting quite that low, but it's going to be pretty close. It got up to, or down to 64-ish thousand American. Might go down a tiny bit more, but I think we're pretty much at that pinnacle. Most of the movement is from new people. They don't know the game. They think they're going to be millionaires overnight. It's always a long-term play, okay, for real wealth. We've only been at this for 10 years, a little bit more with our cryptocurrencies, and we've done very well because we buy it, we sit on it, don't think about it. When we have a cup, go have a cup of coffee. And we occupy our brains with other things and not get caught up with the emotions and all that sort of silliness. Okay? It's going to be balancing out in a big way, and a lot of people are going to be jumping in the next couple months. So this is the time to buy if you want to. And I think everything is going to be leveling off very, very soon in the next month or so. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Will Doge on Base Network rise again, reaching more than 50 million market value in 2025? I'm picking up no. Close. But let's draw some cards then. And hopefully we don't get the death card. Death card? No. Okay. Price is going to be going up pretty good. I don't think it's going to be quite getting to that 50 million, but it's going to be fairly close, maybe 48, 49. It's going to be very slightly off that price. Price is going to do okay within the next bull market, but it's not going to be forever. Okay? So, there you go. Hi, Andre. Do you see silver going back under $28 within the next 3 months? No. Things are changing too rapidly within those markets. People are going to be running to things that are going to be holding their value much, much better because of the US dollar is going. And now we're going to get people all around the world looking for other things to hold their capital in. And silver is going to be one of the ones. Of course, it's going to be a long journey. Okay. Everybody who's into the silver market and gold market and platinum market and the copper market, it's going to be a long journey. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for the next little while. The market's going to be doing this. Don't sweat it. It's like the cryptocurrency market. You get it, You sit on it, you put it in your safe, like me and the wife did, or a stack of silver, and a little bit of gold that we have, and you just sit on it. I think it's going to be very, very strong where it is for the next couple months. It's going to maybe go down a tiny bit, but it's going to be going up quite a bit in that period of time. And when I say going up, it's going to be incrementally going up in a big way. And then there's going to be a big flood of cash coming into that market as well in about a year. That's when everybody's going to start to panic buy. Those are always fun in the next year. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. What are your thoughts on Filecoins? Will it start to go up? Yes. Filecoin is one of the kind of the original NFTs that was out there, as well as CryptoKitties and all that sort of thing. Was kind of the beginnings of that. I think files, documents, that sort of thing on blockchain is going to be one of the bigger money makers moving forward. Okay, I think a lot of things are going to be going that direction of keeping your documents and all that sort of thing safe on a blockchain, especially for businesses. And that means things like Filecoin will go up quite a bit in that period of time. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Do you see us all going to more plant-based diets and eating less as we gain more light energy? Kind of, in a way. More balanced diets with meat and vegetables. Getting back to basics, okay? And less processed foods, I think, is going to be the way forward when we can, because of how economics are working right now. You may not be able to buy good stuff. It's going to be more processed stuff, but meat is still going to be on the diet. Grains and all that sort of thing is going to be still a thing, but more of a balanced approach to eating. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. How much Bitcoin will multiple to 2026? Oh, okay. How much will it multiple? 10 times. If I'm getting your question correct. We're looking at 100,000 Bitcoin US in the next year or so. And in the next halving, it's probably going to be going up to about 1 million something with the next happening in 2030 something. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Oh, DJ, it's been a while. Dreamt of planes crashing last night. Is air travel becoming more dangerous, or does it represent something in my life crashing? I think it's something that you're aware of. It's your own mind trying to work out a scenario that you may or may not be aware of that's going to be coming to the future. Air travel is getting a little bit more dangerous and a lot more expensive overall, because they don't have the money to upkeep and all that sort of thing. But I think it's more something of something happening in your own life. It's something that does not have to happen. It's more of an emotional response to something that's going to be happening to you. And unfortunately, with emotions, it sometimes stops us from thinking logically and more emotionally, and sometimes we do the wrong thing with that information. So when all these big things are going to be happening to you in the next little while, just try to stay calm as possible. What's that thing? If you don't know what to do nothing. Don't act sporadically or through your emotional state. The one who loses their emotional states loses the fight, right? Old kung fu thing. Always try to, if you're feeling anxious and you have to make a decision, don't. Unless you really have to. But don't make a decision based off of emotion, okay? Because that's how a lot of people get into trouble. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Hi, how long will UK will cheap houses, and how long will it last? It's going to be coming up in the next 2 to 3 years that you're going to start to see really cheap houses. It's going to be 4 to 5 years after that fact that you're going to be able to buy some cheap houses in that period of time. So in the next 4 to 5 years. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Do you see beer reaching its all-time high? I'm assuming this is the crypto. It ran up to 0.0004 or something in May or something. And we did a reading on this last time, and I think it didn't do very well for whatever reason. And now I'm duplicated. Hang on a second. You get 2 of me.
I got 4 yet.
You got 4.
Yeah.
How's that? We're back to normal? Yes. Melon. So, yeah, I think the reading was it's not going to do as well as everybody anticipated, and I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be going back up to where it needs to be, which was the reading that we had last show. Maybe time, if you can make a little bit of profit from it, this would be the time to pull out. Okay, thank you for that. Could I have 3 cards, please, on my surgeon not recommending having surgery on my scar tissue? Will I be able to treat this myself with my own protocol? There are ways of doing that. Swedish betters that can help you with it. I'm not a medical practitioner. That's just a suggestion. Okay? So I don't get in big trouble. But there are other ways of fixing ailments without surgery. Okay? But if it's necessary to get surgery, then you do so. Right?
What cards are those?
Sorry. What's the medical practitioner or the medical intuitive think?
It takes a long time for scar tissue to heal.
Yeah.
Use some Reiki. Use vitamin E oil.
Vitamin E. Reiki.
Keep it moist, or keep it from drying out.
Keep it from drying out. Okay. Yeah, there's a Reiki master in the house that you can.
Do Reiki on yourself.
Or Reiki on yourself.
I could Reiki.
She can Reiki. You can Reiki. Everybody can Reiki these days.
For an appointment.
Call for an appointment to help you out. But yeah, it can be done by yourself and all that sort of thing. I guess vitamin E cream would be one of the better things to put on there, wherever it may be.
Get a different opinion.
Get a different opinion, that sort of thing. That was one of the things that I saw in the cards, is that there could be another opinion from a different doctor.
I think there's something not right with the decisions. Actually, to get a different opinion.
Yeah. I think the doctor was blinded by money, which is usually the case these days. But yeah, second opinion, get some Reiki, doesn't hurt. And vitamin E cream, keep it nice and fresh. Guess that's the way to do it. Hopefully that helps you out. Wormhole crypto. Don't know much about Wormhole. What was the cryptocurrencies we were talking about at the meeting? It was cookies or cookie and squid. SQD and cookie are two of the ones that we were told to look at. Okay, just saying. I think personally I'm gonna be looking more into cookie, because there's a component in there where you can put media like my videos on there. Just saying. Just go have a look. Cookie. This is for Wormhole crypto, and I think it's going to do okay for the next little while. But you'll do okay. It'll be okay with the bull run and all that sort of thing. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening behind the scenes with Wormhole that are beneficial to everything, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them to go against the headwinds for the next tiny bit, and then it's going to be going okay. Let's look at Harmony One. Ooh, boy. And we've done many readings on Harmony One. It's not all that it's cracked up to be in the future. Maybe okay now, but in the future, I don't think it's going to be doing all the great and wonderful things that they claim. It still will make you some money with the bull run, as is most cryptocurrencies. But after the bull run's done, it's probably going to be one of the ones that's going to be disappearing. Okay, so hopefully that answers those two questions. The sound is perfect today because we're all. If you're, I guess you're not on Rumble. I've done some things behind the scenes here to make it better because that Rumble sound was horrible. We are actually on Rumble right now. I haven't had any people talk to us from there, so maybe they're shy. Well, thank you. Ooh, £5 from Daisy James. Thank you. 3 cards for the sun. For some reason, I got a vision of him stubbing his toe. Maybe he was going for the coffee. And going up to the coffee, he stubs his toe.
Something with a bicycle.
Something with a bicycle.
Yeah.
That's how he stubs his toe?
No, I don't know. I saw the bicycle.
Okay. Bicycle will be very important to him. Or not. I think it's going to lead into something else. The wife or myself does that. I see a bicycle. And I just leave it at that. And, people go, what do you know? Blah, 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 blah. Then the next thing, their whole life is revolving around bicycles. So look out for bicycles in some fashion. I think his health is going to be a little bit weird for the next. Well, emotionally, I think he's going to be having a hard time of it and all that sort of thing. And there's going to be some wise person that's going to be helping him get him back on his feet financially and all that sort of thing. Maybe he has a bicycle, the wise person. And there's going to be a moment in time wherein he can save up some good money. The health thing, maybe this is why he gets into bicycles. I don't know. Yeah, I think he has to get out there and get some fresh air and all. Whatever he can do in the UK. I'm not sure about the weather out there. But I think there's going to be something to do with bicycles and resolving with health. Okay? A funny story. My wife's younger brother, he goes, yeah, give me a reading. I go, I see a red car around you. Yeah, I don't like red. I'm never going to get a red car. Blah, 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 blah. So it was like a year after he meets this lady. She has a red car. And they actually got married. They have a wonderful relationship. And a little after I gave him that little message, he goes, shut up. So, a little funny story there for you. So, bicycles. Let's move on to the next thing. Hi, anything good coming my way soon? It's not bicycles. One of my guys is going, Geronimo. So going into the unknown, closing your eyes and just jumping off the cliff, metaphorically. So you're going to be getting into some scenario that you're uncertain of and you're a little bit nervous of. Okay. So there's going to be a moment in time very, very soon that you're going to be kind of jumping off the ledge metaphorically into something brand new, and it's going to do you bring you to new and wonderful things that you never thought were possible. Okay. And you're going to be able to tame that. And it's going to be helping you to tame your financial situation if there's a situation there. And it's going to be something that goes into all aspects of your life. This whole new scenario that you're going to be getting into. You're a little bit, scared, which is normal. But once you get into it, it's going to change your entire world. Okay? So be ready. Psychic is saying Rishi Sunak is a white hat. Oh, the guy from the United States. Is he making himself look so bad to make sure the Tories are out? No. I think he's actually that way. A lot of the things that we're seeing in government and all that, this is part of the Great Awakening, moving forward and educating the mass public. That, again, we have to stop relying upon politicians for stuff. Okay? They're led by greed. Doesn't matter who they are. So always learn to do things yourself. And it's just part of the whole scenario moving forward in our education about the elites and politicians, that they're not all they're cracked up to be. and to start doing things on our own. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. What's BTC price prediction for this week? 68, 65, 68, somewhere in there. Good time to buy if you're wanting to. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, Richmond, you didn't get back to me on my email. 3-card reading for my current job, please. He's probably going, I forgot. That's okay. You're going to have some victories along the way with your new position. Always think of for some reason, people always think that the job that they have is the worst thing possible, and they don't look at it as a stepping stone to something else. Okay? And now you got to, people, unfortunately, they want to get out of the job and go directly into the wealth thing. You can do both, and having the job that you're in, and it may not be the greatest job in the world, but it's like a foundation that you can work upon. Okay? Always think of it that way. Does not make you who you are, your job. Okay? I always think of it as a stepping stone to something greater. So once you're doing the thing, and I think you're going to be in your job for a little while longer, and then it can be the stepping stone to something greater. Okay? Or you can have multiple platforms to work upon to move up. Okay? This is how this is how I think of it. Okay? I work 9 to 5, 8 to 4 every day. It's not who I am. Okay? It just allows me to do other things that I want to do on that foundation. Okay? And I think you're going to getting into that thought, and you're going to start to see opportunities around you because you have that foundation. You're going to be building other foundations coming up very, very soon to bring you into other things. Okay? Because we always kind of get stuck in this thought that we're only as big as this, right? We're not. We met with a friend of mine from high school, and he's having a hard time expanding his thoughts beyond what he does. So he kind of keeps himself narrow in his thinking. He doesn't think of it as a platform to build on to. Okay, so there's something else in the works for you, and make sure that you're looking for those opportunities that are around you as well. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. No. Will Bitcoin top out at 88,000 roughly? Huh? US, yes, no. Maybe in this round. There's some people, it's only going to go to 88,000 and that's it. No. We're headed to multiple millions of dollars for Bitcoin in the next couple of years. BlackRock has turned on the taps to all kinds of things that are going to be flooding into the cryptocurrency market, and that's a whole lot of money coming in. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. MATIC and LINK are suffering. Strong recovery in July. Yeah, like is most other things, it's going to be coming back up. LINK is got some big plans around it, and MATIC and all that sort of thing. People are just too fickle. It didn't make me a millionaire overnight. this is the time to buy. If you fully believe in Link and MATIC, you should be putting some extra cash in there while it's low. It's on sale, right? It will recover. And it's probably going to go much higher than its all-time high, okay, in 2026. Thank you for that. Can we still ask Saturday questions since you are on Tube, Russia, etc.? Yes, but it'll be coded. He will answer carefully as he can. Nobody was showing up to the Rumble show, so we just, we'll just do it this way. And if you have a certain question, we'll try to do it as tenderly as YouTube will allow. 3 cards for cliff highs, U.S. petrol costs for the next 5 years. Yes, it's that whole scenario is going to be going on for the next 2 to 3 years. Where you can't get petrol. Where you got to put the prices up. What's his name? Stubbed his toe. That's why the price of oil and gas has gone up. They'll just come up with any excuse.
Because of Daisy's son?
Yeah. That's why price of oil went up, because Daisy Chain's son stubbed his toe and he's riding a bicycle. Well, they make stupid excuses for everything. It's fun to watch. And as I've said in the past, we will be more selective on the things that we will purchase, and people laughed at me. That was about a year or so ago. I made that prediction. Everybody's going to be selective on their purchases. That's a nice way of saying that the market's falling down. But yeah, Cliff High is correct. Go watch that video on your own. But yeah, he is absolutely correct on the things that he says for the next 3 to 5 years in that video. Okay? Hi, Andre. Should I buy a big bag or maintain a small bag of DORK? Lord. Where did they come up with these? We talk on Thursday regarding this coin. Yes, we did.
Yep.
And I said it's just a temporary coin and all that sort of thing. Look at Cookie. Nick. I'm pointing at you, Nick. There's some good things going on there. And Stacks. Some interesting things going on there, too. Just saying. And if the rest of you want to, well, I don't know why I'm looking this way. I'm looking at the number of the people on the line. Might want to look into that too. Just saying. Yeah, maintain a small bag of DORK, and look into other. Broaden your bag with some Bitcoin, some Litecoin, and some Ethereum, and look at Cookie and Stacks and Squid. I think that's what the coin is called. All right? Hopefully that helps you out. Cliff High and future forecasters between July 10th and 16th. A big bang soon to affect city and financial markets too. Yeah, we're picking up that June, July, August, summertime. I think we just got into summer. The financial markets are going to be going a little crazy. Mm-hmm. So there you go. He is correct. Cliff High seems to know what he's talking about. Lots of toe talking today. Yeah. And I got that sung My White Bicycle Me. Who's that from? Nazareth. Remember that band?
No.
The wife doesn't, but I remember. Anyone older than 40 probably knows that band. Strange thing is I stubbed my toe. Maybe you were picking up on that. Could be. You're going for your morning coffee or whatever you drink, and you stubbed your toe. It happens to the best of us. Could be what I was picking up. Are we done?
You betcha.
We're done. Thank you.
DJ remembers Nazareth.
DJ remembers Nazareth. You remember the song? Yeah. My white bicycle. Maybe I'll listen to that a little later. If you'd like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to psychicreadingsbyandrew.com. Make sure you answer your email. Person out there. We can set up a time together if you can. If you can't, that's okay. All that information is on our website at psychicreadingsbyandrew.com. If you like a personal healing, somebody in the chat, my Reiki master wife can fix you up in a great way. That information is on our website as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in one of the best possible ways, we have the Treasury Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one from us, we make a little bit of money from that. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.